Addicts Gaming Corner. My name is Dark Soldier 420. Today, we're going to be having fun playing a little game called Game Developer Tycoon. Welcome to Game Dev Tycoon. In this business simulation, you have been transported back in time to start your very own game development company. Right at the beginning of the PC revolution, in the next 35 years, you can build your dream company. Yay! Create best-selling games, gain fans, and become the leader of the market. Fantastic. Before you can start your adventure, you have to give your upcoming company a name. So we're going to call it, looks at it, I'm going to name my guy Sean. I don't know why, I just like that name. Email, blah 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 blah, we're good. So it's asking me, since I've played the game before, if I can want to unlock the hints. I think I'm going to say no. Alright, so tutorial. If you ever want to review the tutorial messages, then you can do so in the help menu. To access the help menu and other features such as saving, loading, and creating a game, simply press escape to access the main menu. Congratulations, you just started your very own game development company. At the moment, your office is in a garage and you are the only employee, but don't worry, many successful businesses started out this way. Yeah, I'm sure they have. Well, Apple did, why not, right? Let's start developing your first game. Close this message and then click anywhere on the screen to bring up the action menu. Okay. Alright. So, just subtracted $8,000 for my monthly costs, and I haven't even done anything yet. And I'm the only employee, so I don't see, and I don't get paid. I don't understand that part. I really don't. Okay, anyway, so we have to touch the screen, and we're going to develop a new game. So before development can begin, you have to decide what kind of game you want to create and give your game a name. You can also select which graphic technology your game should use. Your options are initially limited, but once you have a bit of experience, you'll be able to unlock new options. Awesome. So game number 1. Okay, so maybe it's not, oh, there we go. Actually, I'm not going to worry about the name yet. Let's see. Alright, we got business, virtual pet, hacking, and pirate. Wow, what a fantastic way to start out the freaking game. So I guess we'll pick business, and we'll do a business simulation. And then, beginning of the thing, you only have two platforms. You got the PC and the G64. So we'll go with the PC because it's cheaper to develop for, and we're gonna call it Be the Boss. We're gonna call it Be the Boss. Be the Boss. Not Be the Box. Be the Boss. Alright, next. We don't want it to be a text, well, we could have a text base, but that would be kind of lame, I think. And even, I mean, the 2D graphics isn't going to be that much better considering the time this game's supposedly taking place, but... Alright, so he's going to start developing the game. Game development runs through 3 stages. At the beginning of each stage, you can decide what areas of the game you want to focus on. Picking the right focus for your game greatly increases the points you generate. Think about what areas are important for your game and decrease the focus on areas you think are less important. If you want to read a brief description of the different areas, please refer to the help menu. Alright, so on development stage 1, you got the engine, the gameplay, and the story quests. They've got them all equal right to begin with. Where this is a simulation, the story and quests don't really matter because there is no such thing. The engine is probably going to be one of the best things to do, and we're going to up the gameplay just a tad bit. And that should be probably about good, I hope. It's been a while since I played it, so maybe I'll get it wrong. Hey, game development has now started. What do we know? While developing your game, you will generate game points, which you can see bubbling up. Game points are divided into design points and technology points. The more points you generate, the better the game will be. Of course. So what you really want is kind of a half and half design, half technology type thing going on for this game. Just because that seems to be the best. Alright, from time to time there will also be bug points generated. These points become less likely once you gain experience. Bugs should be fixed before the game is released and increase development time and costs. But that's okay because nobody wants to release a buggy game. Alright, now once again it's a simulation, so your artificial intelligence is probably going to be the best. Level design is kind of iffy. Dialogues is a no, just because it's a simulation and you don't need a whole lot of dialogue. So I hope my game does really good because I'm losing money fast. During development, you can also select additional features for your game. Right now, you can only pick basic sounds, but your options will increase quickly. Selecting additional features makes the game generally better, but also increases its costs. Oh wow, imagine that. Why would making the game better increase its costs? Holy cow. You will also see the graphic type you selected when you define the game. This is just to remind you of your choice. You cannot change the type of graphics mid-game. Oh, for heaven's sakes, that kind of sucks. So, 2D graphics, basic sounds. So we'll up the sound level just a little bit, graphics just a little bit, world design doesn't need to be, not so much, and I think that'll be okay right there. We got that going on. Alright, development of your first game is now complete. You can press the finish button to publish your game, but you should only do that once you fix the majority of the bugs. Releasing a game without fixing bugs can severely affect your ratings, so you should only ever consider that if you need the cash and you can't afford to wait. Alright. So we got all the bugs out. Got one more design there. Oh, another bug, another design. Fix the bug. Are we gonna get anything else? Yes, yes, no, 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 yes, one more bug, no more bugs. Alright, I'm just going to finish it. The development of your game has now finished. While developing games, you gain experience and improve your skills. When development is complete, you will be presented with a summary of the experience gained. Awesome. Alright, new topic, new combo. 11 and 13, be the boss is ready. So everything's okay. Blah blah blah, everything's going up. Alright, we're gonna release the game and see what happens. Hey, good judgment. Create a game with a good topic genre combination. Game is now complete and will be handed off to publishing. We should see reviews and sales coming in for the game soon. Awesome, I can't wait. I hope, because I'm losing money pretty fast. The first reviews are our newly released game, Be the Boss Game In. Okay. We got a 7. That's pretty good. Not bad for our first game. Another 7. That's really good for considering it's our first game. An 8. Excellent. And a 6. All games is always a jerk, so that's to be expected. But that's not bad considering it's our first game. After publishing a game, you can invest a little bit of time to analyze your creation and generate a game report. Game reports are a great way to gain research points as well as valuable insights into what works and what doesn't work when developing a game. Okay. To generate a game report, close this message and then click anywhere on the screen to bring up the action menu. Okay. Okay? Aha! Alright. Oh, wow. Wixaddick, a newcomer to the game industry, has just released their first game, Beat a Boss. The game received favorable reviews. With such a good start, Wixaddick are sure to gain fans quickly. So we're going to click here. Maybe. Okay, and right there it says generate game report. That's what we're going to hit. We're going to hit select. So we got an even 7. And it looks like we've sold 4,500 units. Or Beat a Boss sold 4,558 units in its first week on the market. We made it in the charts at number 20. You know, that's pretty dang good considering it's our first game. Like I said, I've played this before, so technically I'm cheating. But anyway, but not really. Now that your game is on sale, you will receive the income from the game every week, which is good because I need it. You can see how well your game is doing by looking at the sales graph in the top right of the screen. Okay, so that's up there. Beat a Boss was so successful that we now have 21 fans. So the little guy is generating the game report right there. You're getting the research up. The research, this little blue area up there says research, is very important because it helps me progress and makes it so that I can develop the game better. Eventually, once I get good enough, I can actually create my own game engine, and that'll help me do better graphics and all sorts of other stuff that games over time actually changed and developed. And yeah, so alright, post-release analysis of Beat a Boss is complete, and we got the following results. Business and simulation is a great combination. Sound seems to be quite important for this type of game. Platform genre match, PC simulation, great. Good. So everything turned out really good. Beat a Boss has achieved a company sales record with over 10,000 units sold. This is an important milestone in the history of Wixaddick. So we're cranking it out pretty good. Game reports are a great way to gain more research points and new insights. It pays off to generate a report for each game you release. Now that you've completed your first game report, it's a good idea to look at the research menu. To open the research menu, close this message and then click anywhere on the screen to bring up the action menu, which is the same thing you have to do in order to develop a new game. So it says develop a new game, game history, and research. Your game history basically is exactly what it says, game history. So research, on the other hand, research is important to unlock new options and make better games. You should try to save enough research points to be able to create your own game engine. This will greatly improve your games. You don't want to try and get too far ahead of your time. Hint, try to develop games with different topic and genre combinations for a slight research boost. Yes, that will help. Alright, so we can either do a new topic, but we can't do a custom game engine because we need 50 research points. So we'll just try and do a new topic and hopefully we get a good one. Alright, so we got music, movies, prison, and school. Which they kind of all suck. So I think I'll pick prison and research that, and then we can do a prison simulator. Since that's been like one of the most awesome games recently anyway, you know, like with like Hard Times, I think one is called, and the other one is called The Escapist. That's pretty much a prison game. I don't know if it's a simulation, but I would think it is some type of simulation. Anyway, right, so the industry news. Recent market study suggests that the Govador G64 is steadily outselling competitors in the PC sector. Customers prefer the lower price, greater availability, and the flexible hardware configuration over other home computers. If only that was true. Those of us that have been around long enough know that the Govador 64 crashed pretty hard. Experts say that this might spell the end of competing hardware manufacturers. If only you had a brain. Because really, that's not going to happen. Everybody knows that. You have successfully researched a new topic, prison. Yay! So, now that we're still selling Beat a Boss, instead of just kind of sitting back on our haunches and whatever, we're going to already start developing our next new game. And it's going to be the prison that we had earlier. And we're going to do another simulation game. And it's going to be on the PC. Because, I mean, yes, we could try and develop for the Govador or whatever the game, however you say it in this game, but it wouldn't be any point because eventually, I don't know. Where it's got a larger market share right now, it might be a good idea to actually try and develop one for it, and maybe after we develop this, we can try. Whoops, that's not what I wanted. We can try and develop another one, so we'll call this one. No, that. I was gonna say The Great Escape, but that doesn't sound right. What should we call this? We'll call it Prison Blues. That's what we'll call it. I've got the Prison Blues. Prison Blues. Sounds like a perfect thing to me. Prison Blues. Alright, next. So it's going to be, 2D graphics. And all the time I've actually played this game, because I've played this game quite a few times recently, after I've seen that video. And because we already did a simulation game, I'm not going to touch anything, because it ended up being just about perfect. So maybe I'll actually bring the gameplay down. I don't know. Bring the gameplay up, down, up, whatever. And so we focus more on the engine than we do on gameplay, because that's kind of how that works. Alright, so it's telling me that the game is off the market. Beat a Boss is now off the market. It sold 17,587 units, generating 123,139 in sales. That's actually quite a bit, considering the time frame that we're looking at, when computer games were nothing. The market's nowhere near what it was like now. The market we have now is just absolutely amazing, and yeah. And the market back then, it was not very. I mean, the PC industry, the games for PCs, always did really well. It was the home consoles that really had an issue. Okay, so dialogues, no. Level design, no. Artificial intelligence, so that's all good. According to rumors, the Japanese company Ninvento is planning to launch its very own home gaming console. Ninvento is known for the widely successful arcade game Dinky King. Oh, how inventive. Many industry experts doubt that home gaming consoles will take off, but we are eager to see what Ninvento will deliver. So this particular part must have been about the time that the whole Atari crash and whatnot. So that would have been 1983, 1984 when we're taking care of this part. So, while generating game reports, you start to gain insights into the development process and learn about what works well and what doesn't work so well. These insights are shown as hints on the development screen, unless you have turned this option off in the settings. Hints range from triple plus to double negative, and indicate how important an area is for this type of game. When hints have a question mark at the end, triple plus question, it means that you have insights from a game in the same genre, but that you are not yet sure whether this holds true for this particular genre topic combination. Okay, so it's showing that about the sound. So it was saying that the sound was very important. So I'm gonna go ahead and crank the sound up,
and I'm gonna leave the rest the way it was. So we're gonna leave it like that, and we'll go ahead and do that way. So now we're getting a bunch of technology. Technology is nowhere near as high as it was on the last game. But the design and the technology are about even right now, so that's kind of a good thing. Make for a pretty good game. See if we can squeeze a little bit more design and technology. Alright, industry news. Today, Nintendo has confirmed recent rumors and announced their plans to release a new home gaming console called TES, or TES, early next year. The console features cartridge-based games and a uniquely designed controller. Yeah, we know how uniquely designed that controller was, don't we? Alright, so we got technology, blah blah blah. Obviously it's not going to do anything. Okay, so we're just going to finish it. Alright, it's finishing. Experience gained. So we have a new record, new topic, new combo. So as these level up, and they do really good, and they level them up like that, it does pretty good. So we're going to release the game. Release the game, yes, and get ready to face our critics. We're gonna start generating a game report before the critics come up. Alright, here's our game review. Are we ready? It's probably gonna be horrible. Nah, we got a 7 out of that one. A 6. So the informed gamer dropped. Beautiful, says Game Hero. And all games says nice experience. They actually gave us a 7. So with 3 7s and a 6, that should give us a 675. So we'll see how well it sells. Alright, to Sean from Patrick and Daniel Klug, Green Heart Games. Hi Sean, we are the creators of Game Dev Tycoon and would like to thank you very much for purchasing the game and supporting us. You're so very welcome, gentlemen. Game Dev Tycoon is our very first game, and it means a lot to us that you are enjoying it. With your purchase, you support our little startup, and this will hopefully make sure that we can bring you more games in the future. Awesome. If they're anything like this, it will probably be pretty cool. Seriously, you rock. Thank you very much, and have fun with Game Dev Tycoon. Oh, I have, believe me. Patrick and Daniel Klug, Green Heart Games. So, pretty awesome. Alright, so we hit almost... So, really we didn't learn anything new from this game report, because it's just our post-release analysis of Prison Blues complete. We got the following results. Prison and simulation is a great combination, and sound seems to be quite important for this type of game. Yeah, we kind of figured as much, right? So, alright. So we got that going on, and we've already hit 10,000 in sales right there. So, but it's dropping pretty quick. So, let's see. We can research. See if we can research a new topic. Oh, apparently I'm hit the wrong thing. So we research, because we can't do a game engine yet. We can see if we have a cool new, and we don't. So all we have is music, movies, school, and cyberpunk. And cyberpunk's alright, but I think it would probably be better if we waited till we had better graphics. So, and I don't think the virtual pet will do any good until later, when Nintendo releases their whatever it's called. So we're just going to go ahead and develop a new game while this one's still selling, because it just seems like that's the best way to do it, is while this one's still selling like hotcakes, start developing your next game, because then that way you're not sitting there just paying attention to yeah, anyway, how much you're, okay. So we're actually going to go kind of way off the beaten path here. We're actually going to go with a pirate. Pirate adventure. And we'll do it on the G64 this time, just because. And we're going to call it Ahoy, matey. Matey. Ahoy, matey. Okay. And it's gonna be 2D graphics, blah blah blah. So we'll see how this works. Now it's an adventure, so I think story and quest probably needs to be up a little bit higher. But not as high as it would be if it was going to be an RPG, because RPG really needs story and quests really high, and I think we'll try that and see what happens. I always tend to leave the engine max out on just about everything I make, just because that's the way I am. That's the way I've always done it. Alright, yay, the Invento has been released. I mean, the TES has been released. Alright, so the dialogues aren't very important. Artificial intelligence, surprisingly enough, is really not that important. Level design is probably the most, and we'll bring the dialogues up just because, just to see how much of a difference it'll be. Now, it'll be my luck. This will be the game, our third game in. Our third game in will be the game that flops really hard. So we only sold about 1,000 more units, or not even 1,000 more units of this one than we did the last one. And we only generated about 4,000 more in sales, so it's really not that much better. I mean, you know, but considering. Alright, so sound is going to be pretty important, but not like a ton. Graphics, I'm going to graphic it out, and world design is going to be about somewhat important. About as important as the sound. Okay, go! So, generally with the first few games that you develop, your design and technology doesn't really get that much higher, just because you're not really putting any more design or technology into it, really. So I'm going to finish that right before he hits bugs. And so, I still got a new record on that, but a new topic, new combo, so I got the bonus. I'm almost leveled up to level 2, where we're gonna release the game, and we can't do the game report. Can't do the game report yet. Uh-oh, here's the game review. I don't even want to dare look. How bad is it? Ah, it's a 6, so that's not too bad. Where it's a pirate adventure, you know. Well, that's not too bad. 6, 6, 6, 6, 7. So all games gave us an enjoyable. Well, that's pretty good. So generate a game report. So it was a 625. We're gonna do that, and I think we can click on and check our game history. So here we've got 625 for the Ahoy Matey. We got a 675 for Prison Blues, and a 7. So actually we're going down, believe it or not, with each game. That's kind of sad. Our first game was our highest, and then that one, yeah, 6 and 625. So we're gonna have to kick it up a notch with the next game. Hi there, I just finished Ahoy Matey, and I'm impressed by your talent. I'm in the contracting business, and we could use skills like yours. If you're ever short on cash, just let me know, and I will see if I have some work for you. Jason. Thanks, bro. I appreciate that. Contracts have now been unlocked. To see available contracts, close this message, and then click anywhere on the screen to bring up the action menu. Okay, thank you. Alright, So it only ranked 81, and then it dropped to 97 the next week. So it's really not that big of a thing. So now our research is high enough we can actually develop our own engine. Our post-release analysis of Ahoy Matey is complete, and we got the following results. Pirate and adventure is a good combination. Engine seems to be not important for this type of game. Alright, so that's good to know. So next time we do a pirate adventure, which will probably be like never, we won't have to worry about the engine. So, we're going to go ahead and quickly develop a, we're going to research how to develop our own game, our custom game engine. That'll drop us down to 5 research points, but that's okay, because, like it said, having that extra oomph behind it with our own game engine is going to make the game that much better. Ahoy Matey is now off the market. It has sold 18,120 in units, generating 126,882 in sales. So they're almost all like consistent. We have 277 fans. You have successfully researched custom game engine. Okay, you can now create your own game engines. To get started, close this menu and click anywhere to bring up the action menu. Okay, doke. Go ahead. So we'll hurry and get this create custom engine in. And it kind of shows you the expenses. This is $50,000 to do the 2D graphics V2 version 2. To do a linear story, it's another $30K, and to add a save game in there, it's going to be $90K. Or it's going to bring the grand total up to $90,000. So I'm actually going to call this a Raptor. Call it Raptor. And then we're going to create the engine. And then you are now creating your own custom game engine. Once the engine is finished, you will be able to use it when creating new games, which is going to help boost the game that much higher, and it's going to make it that much better. But it's not really going to kick it into it until we get some of the better things. Industry news: the recent released TES home console by Ninvento has proven to be a massive success. Sales numbers have exceeded expectations by far. So probably, as one customer says, "I love the games that come with the TES, and playing with a controller is so much more fun than on a keyboard." So probably what we're going to have to do next time, because I'm going to be leaving the video right here, but right after this engine's done. Okay, so our engine is done. Congratulations, your first custom game engine is now ready. You should try using it in your next game. Alright, we will. Alright, thanks for watching if you did. If you didn't, oh well, maybe next time. Do me a favor, kick that like button in the teeth. Next time, hopefully we'll be able to get a little bit better. Maybe it won't be so long. I didn't mean for it to go so long, but that's okay, because if you watched it, awesome. That means I'm doing a good job. And if you didn't, no skin off my nose, right? I'm just having fun doing it anyway. So, catch you later.